Hi everyone, this is B. Lingam, Assistant Professor of EEE Department of K. G. Reddy College of Engineering and Technology. Right. So today I am going to discuss a topic from the subject PSOC, Power System Operation and Control. Right. So in general we have the load. Right. In general we have the load. Right. So load is always varying. Load is not constant, right. So these loads should be met by the generating stations, right, and one generating station consists of many units, right. Out of the available units we have to choose the optimum unit, the suitable unit, in order to meet the total demand which we have here, and the unit, the chosen unit should meet the demand and should also meet the variation in the demand here, right, and this is called, out of available units, choosing one unit is called unit commitment for the particular load here, right. For the load we have to choose the particular unit, that is nothing but unit commitment here, right. So remember this is the unit commitment, right. So choosing a unit, selecting a unit out of the available unit is a challenge here, right. So this is the one challenge, and after choosing a unit, now our duty is to distribute the load among all the chosen unit, all the selected units, right. So this is also a second challenge here, right. So distribution of the load among the units is nothing but is a challenge, and the load should be distributed in such a manner that the distributed load should minimize the cost of the fuel here, right, and it should minimize the cost of the generation here, right. So distribution of the load which minimizes the fuel cost and which minimizes the cost of the generation is nothing but a challenge, and it can be distributed by a term called that is the topic here. The distribution of the load among the units is nothing but the topic which I am going to discuss today here, and so I need answer from you. The distribution of the load among all the units is called what? That is our topic here, that is our main heading, right. Think about this and tell me the appropriate answer. I will back within 2 minutes. Right. Tell me the answer and what is the topic. That will be our main headings, right. I will back. Right. So distribution of the load among all the units is nothing but economic load distribution, right. It is also called economic load dispatch, right. So we have to distribute the load economically among all the units in order to minimize the fuel cost, in order to minimize the generation cost, and that will be our main topic here, economic load dispatch, right. So economic load dispatch, right. So this economic load dispatch overcomes these two challenges here, right. So challenge one is nothing but unit commitment, right. By distributing load economically, unit commitment challenge can be overcome, and by distributing load economically among all the units, it will minimize the cost of the fuel and also minimize the cost of the generation, right. And economic load dispatch can be obtained in two ways, all right. One is neglecting losses and one is by considering the losses, right. So economic load distribution is also called as optimal operation of the generation here, optimal operation, right. So now I am going to obtain the coordination equation for economic load dispatcher, economic load dispatch, right. coordination equation without losses. In this case, I am neglecting the losses here, without losses, right. So, the same topic can be called in another way, economic load dispatch, economic load dispatch without loss, economic load dispatch without loss, right. So, that is nothing but we are going to obtain a equation, an appropriate equation which describes the economic load dispatch here, and it can be also a condition for economic load dispatch, right. So, it is a condition for, that is nothing but we are going to obtain the condition for economic load dispatch here. So, it deals with the minimization of the fuel cost as well as the minimization of the generation cost here, right. So, here I am taking minimization of the fuel cost now, right. So, that is why I am writing here minimum of F T. Here F T is nothing but the total fuel to the system, right. So, that is equal to summation n equal to 1 to n Fn, right. So, it is nothing but where F T is nothing but the total fuel input to the system and Fn is nothing but the fuel input to the nth system, right. So, here Fn is nothing but fuel input to the nth system, and this is the total input to the system here. Here one system may consist of n number of units, right. So, here that is why here it is n equal to 1 to n, right, and it is subjected to the minimization of cost subjected to demand here. We have to overcome the demand by minimizing the cost here. P d equal to summation n equal to 1 to n P n. In this, where P d is nothing but the total demand, and this total demand should be overcome by the total generations here, right. Here P n is nothing but n equal to 1 to n number of generation systems are there, right. So, n equal to 1 to n, generation system 1, P1, P2, P3, so on Pn, right. So, now see here I am making use of Lagrangian multiplier here, I am combining these two equations, right. So, by using Lagrangian multiplier, right. So, Lagrangian multiplier is used to combine the two equations here. So, this can be written as F equal to, I am just combining these two equations F t and P d, right. F equal to F t plus, here it can be written as P d minus summation n equal to 1 to n P n, right. So, now what we are doing, we are going to obtain the condition for the economic load dispatch here, right. Here economic load dispatch is nothing but optimum operation, right. So, by taking the minimum fuel cost, by taking minimum fuel, it should deliver the maximum power, right. That is nothing but we are going to derive the condition for the maximum power distribution here. For anything to derive the maximum, for anything to get the maximum, we have to derive with the variable here, right. Here variable is nothing but the generation, right. So, that is why I am deriving this equation with respect to P n here, right, which is the variable. So, it can be written as dou f divided by dou P n, that equal to dou f t divided by dou P n plus dou by dou P n of. So, this can be written as P d minus summation n equal to 1 to n. I am elaborating this. So, it can be written as P 1 plus P 2 plus P n, right. Now, derive this dou f by dou P n, that equal to dou f t divided by dou P n plus the derivation of demand with respect to P n, generation is 0 here. So, here this is the Lagrangian multiplier lambda, here it will be lambda here, right. This is where lambda is nothing but Lagrangian multiplier. So it can be written as lambda into the derivation of PD with respect to Pn is 0 here, and derivation of P1 with respect to Pn is also 0, derivation of P2 with respect to Pn also 0, right, whereas derivation of Pn with respect to Pn is 1 minus 1 into lambda, right. So it can be written as that equal to 0, the derivation must be equal to 0 to get the maximum here, right. So dou f divided by dou Pn, that equal to dou ft by dou Pn minus lambda, that equal to 0. From this it can be written as dou f divided by dou Pn, that equal to divided by dou Pn equal to lambda, right. So this is the coordination equation here, where in this Ft is nothing but total fuel input, right. So it can be written as Ft is equal to F1 plus F2 and so on up to Fn plus Fn, okay, right. So here 1 to n, no, for n equal to 1, this equation can be written as dou F1 divided by dou P1, that equal to lambda, right. That is nothing but incremental fuel cost for the plant 1 is lambda, right. Similarly, dou F2 for N2, this is N2 here, for N2, for n is equal to 2, it will be dou F2 divided by dou P2, that is also lambda. Similarly, for nth plant, it will be dou Fn by dou Pn is equal to lambda. What is the meaning here? The incremental fuel cost for the unit 1 is lambda. Similarly, incremental fuel cost for the unit 2 also lambda, and in the same way incremental fuel cost for the nth unit also lambda. That means that to obtain the economic load dispatch, the incremental fuel cost of each and every unit must be same, right. So that is, therefore it can be written as dou F1 by dou P1, that equal to dou F2 by dou P2, and that equal to as dou Fn by dou Pn is equal to lambda, right. So incremental fuel cost for all the plants, all the units must be same here. So it can be written as the conditions, right. So therefore the condition for economic load dispatch can be written as dF1 by dP1, that equal to dF2 by dP2, that equal to as dFn by dPn is equal to lambda, right. Here in this, where dFn by dPn is nothing but incremental fuel cost of, this is the incremental fuel cost of the nth plant, nth unit, right. So the units of the incremental fuel cost will be in the rupees per megawatt hour, right. Units of lambda is nothing but incremental fuel cost here is nothing but rupees per megawatt hour. So rupees per megawatt hour, right. So this is the condition for economic load dispatch here, which is a very important one, right. So with this we done with the economic load dispatch. Thank you everyone.